I've never seen fires.
4 meters high.
He was chucking them in there like
And then
grenades.
Monty had one here, and he screened it, and the guy here took a catch.
I don't know how.
I think it landed on his tummy. It was his and that was the game. I think.
And then Abs.
Then Abs carried on.
Sharon got Abs. No, Sharon. Sandeep got Abs.
And Abs was fully toasted to run twos. Otherwise, he would have closed the game with twos.
Yeah. We just needed 12. I was unlucky. I just gave that catch was good though. The guy who took it. Otherwise, me and Abs would have finished off. It was. In fact, both the games we
We're
lost
chasing
against
only
them.
100.
Under 14, yeah. The other game was my fault. I'll take full responsibility. Now you say that, but there were 3 overs before that.
So I just got to do a couple of weeks of renos before I move in. So I'm painting, like sand the floors, stain it. I'm going to put some jewel joinery in and arches and finishing plastering some walls.
You can do all
Lighting. Yeah, in 2 weeks I'll do it all. But then I'm going to put like a big pool at the back.
Oh, you're putting it full.
Not straight away, I'm going to get VA approval.
Yeah. So pool's expensive to put in? Around 80, 90, depends on how big.
I mean, it doesn't cost me much.
Yeah,
It cost me about 60 grand for a 150 grand pool.
You should get it like heated and stuff.
Yeah,
Solar
everything.
heated.
Solar, heated, full cover.
There's a bit of a delay here.
Everything. It cost me about 60
I
grand,
think
including tiling.
One of the players has forgotten something. He's running off the field to his car.
And I'll put over here, I'll put a outdoor conservatory, glass conservatory, those old English conservatories.
Are you?
He's looking for the car keys to his car.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, he's found the car keys.
No, there's 2 stories.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they have 8 players. That's a good start.
Right now, I'm going to add a 3rd one. Huge. It's a big house, yeah.
How many bedrooms is it?
5.
Oh, it's a wicket keeping gloves. That's what we've forgotten. So he's making his way down the hill
3, yeah.
of Bedlam Bay.
40 years.
Yeah. Wow. That's a good sign that the house is really not good to live in.
And then also like it's double brick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then he's a artist. So he's got a multiple number of roles. He's an artist. Beautiful artwork in his house. And he's also a judge on the Master Builders panel.
Oh, nice.
Still waiting for the wicketkeeper to run on the field.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. This is, I think, more so the good eye for like detail.
Still waiting. Wicketkeeper has entered the field, provided the gloves.
Is the commentary on?
Yeah. Andy Percy's watching from home. He says, can we tilt the camera up? No, can't, otherwise I would have done it. You can see the water behind and Rakesh Jampala's house and boat and helicopter across the water as well. Retiree, I'm sure he's watching along. Oh wait, is it pickleball day today?
Nah.
Not
It was
today.
yesterday.
Okay, so we got 3 on the offside, 3 on the leg side. A very unusual field, but we have the first ball coming up. Rowan Aurora misses. Jack Abraham bowling.
We should have lost last game. That sucked.
Huh?
Last game we should have lost. That sucked.
Yeah.
Not the any of the other ones.
Did you lose
were
both
close.
games?
Yeah.
The first one we lost with a bonus point. That was even worse.
To who?
Two fucking good. They were so.
Full of balls, smashed over the top. Rowan Aurora, good start. That'll be 4 runs.
One batsman.
4 runs.
Well done.
140 they scored. We would have at least not. I think we need like some batting depth to do that. Four bats is the minimum, right? So were you playing finals?
Yeah. Next weekend.
Really?
Amit Kapoor, the new captain of the Paddies, trying to recruit everyone.
His own teammates.
His own team.
Good follow-up ball from Jack Abraham, dot ball.
He's got to make some enticements here. Like, you've got to pay for our match fees, pick us up.
Yeah. For last season, that's exactly the story.
So Amit, why did you take the terrible job of team organizer? Must be something in it. He's got the Darwin bug.
But no,
Blocked, and that should be a single.
no, there's a difference. I play. No one doesn't.
You are the James Faulkner finisher.
So if we lose this game, what happens? We're out.
No, you're coming first.
No, we are 4. We are 3, so we have to play a double header.
Yeah.
And then another, then in the a double header on the final day too.
It's better for us to win this game.
So we have to win more.
Jack
games.
Abraham in again, full ball smash to Rowan Aurora. He's got all of that. That's one bounce 4. What a shot!
They should know for Rowan, keep fielders on the field. He'll give you a catch. If he misses. Yeah, exactly.
You're telling the whole world now.
Oh,
Yeah, all the people
why
that
is the commentary always on?
all the people that are reviewing the footage will know now Rowan's weakness. Getting caught on the boundary like everyone else in this competition.
Having said that, we've always said that about the V of Rakesh, but no one really still does anything about it.
As in not putting fielders in the V.
If one fielder behind V.
Yes, we call it the wing field.
Or bowling full. We have openly discussed this.
I think that's how the Caribbean flogged him, because they all watch the footage and knew.
Yeah.
Should have bowl full to rock. That's it.
I find it when I bowl
make
full
it
to
bad,
Rocky,
yeah.
somehow flicks it fine for 4.
Nah, ball full. He doesn't like.
Not on the
He
legs,
sets
that's
up
it.
for a short ball. Everyone thinks he looks like disheveled and shabby when he comes
Full
to the legs,
toss.
that he can't bat the short ball, but he's actually this is his favorite shot.
Yeah, exactly. Leg side is the down ball leg stump.
Yeah, he doesn't look
Yeah.
like he kind of shovels the ball. He's got really
Yeah.
good hand-eye coordination.
Correct.
Smacks that little square, but ball full to him, even at my pace, he's falls over himself.
So we have Thomas Kearney, number
That's
69.
because he overcommits on the leg side.
Classic shirt design there. No one thought of that. Full ball.
So where did this commentary
Oh.
thing came from, Gus, suddenly?
Where did my commentary or where did
No,
the
no.
commentary?
No, this camera and commentary.
Well, it actually, a lot of games get filmed, but
not
just
this week.
depends when I can be bothered.
So is this being telecast?
Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube if you want.
Why don't we just get a GoPro and give it to umpire, and at least without a commentary, game gets recorded?
That's a good idea. Has he got that? Oh, yes, what a shot! Rowan Aurora, second tier. What a machine. Same helmet as Monty, so don't
When
get
he
him mixed
starts
up.
doing it, he's close.
Yeah.
And
Every time I've seen Rowan bat here, he does well. 200 plus strike rate.
at least come next time. He's
hit the
averaging, by the way, since January 18. So come and watch every game, please.
Well, if you're watching, you might as well play for us.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's the other thing to do here.
Where is
He's
Soa?
getting out on after hitting 260s. He won the third one. That's where.
Shorter ball, it's cut. What a shot,
that's sort of
man.
thing.
Good shot.
That's probably not going to even go for
It's
two.
not gonna get third, yeah.
What happened there? Ron's used the handle of the bat to hit that one. Just gone about 5 metres over the fielder's head and set up. But he's flying. 19 off 8 balls. 20 off 1.3. This will be the fastest start Paddy's had in a while. He's going to go again. Full ball outside off, hopefully. There it is. Smashed. Over the top, another 4. Just like clockwork.
This is good. I might actually get on the scores now.
We're going to have the infinite loop of audio going back and forth.
Can't you just switch on when you speak?
No. I can, but I've got to press it on the phone. And no risks. I just leave it now. Okay, they finally pushed the field back for Rowan. Will he expose his own weakness and hit it on the full to the fielder? Or we'll go again. Short ball. That's a wide. Oh, he's flying here. That's the second wide of the over 3 runs.
The good thing with Rowan is he's not going to wait. If he hits, he's striking at 200, or otherwise he's asking.
Yeah, it's sort of a good thing and a bad thing. For
Yeah, I know.
the batting lineup we've normally had.
If you have
Sort of
5
needed.
batsmen, that's a good thing. If
I'd
you
rather,
have 3 batsmen,
I'd rather than strike at 150 and make a 50.
I've tried talking about that, but it doesn't matter to me.
27 after 2 overs. We've done alright here. Where is Soham? Message him.
That's true. Chris would have arrived here by the time I was telling. That's not good, to be honest.
So, Captain Amit, why did you decide to bat first? Or did you not decide?
It's our strength, bowling. So
Defend the totals.
yeah, that's right.
Today our strength is...
That's the only thing. That's the thing which has consistently worked, except one game.
No.
I think it's because we've got a team who just only wants to bat, not bowl.
Fair enough.
So that's against the wicket team. I think these guys are not for that. But against the weak teams, we bowl first and they get bowled out for 100 and then we don't have anything to do.
Short ball punched into the offside and still a single. So the field's up, but they're not stopping the singles.
Did someone tell you he's
Yeah, I don't know. Just ask in the chat. Hagen
he's messaging? The fact that he's messaging so quickly on the chat means he's not driving. Like the 3 dots are there, I'm like, fuck, this guy's not driving.
Full ball smashed again. That's over the top. That'll be 4 runs, I think.
What a shot.
What a shot through the middle of the fielders. Rowan Aurora flying.
No way.
Already 30 off 11 balls.
This guy's got the problems of a 20-year-old, but not the fielding of one.
I was telling Monty that we should ask Sohn to sit out. Chris is still a better batsman.
Who's Chris?
Chris is own time.
His mate?
Yeah.
Is he coming?
No, Chris is not coming. Of course, Gus is playing for
That's going to be probably caught. It's straight up. Oh no, the fielder stuffed it up. That's not going to be caught at all. Just a dot ball. Unbelievable. That's on camera too. The camera has picked up the drop catch.
That's the thing Raghav was talking about. That's the silly one.
Hopefully Sohn didn't hear you.
Rowan will be targeting now the leg side where there's no fielders, you'd think.
I've been telling Rowan, you've got
Shorter ball,
strike rate,
full ball. Smashed. Oh, wow.
but he does clear it.
Jesus.
That is a massive
wow! Run! Wow!
stick. Third tier.
Third tier. Fourth tier.
Fourth tier.
Fourth tier.
What a shot from Rowan.
On the offside. That's the biggest 6 I've seen.
That's a huge 6.
Mate.
That's 100 metres.
Yeah, I didn't. Did you see the ball in the air? I didn't see it in the air.
No, I didn't see it. I only saw it when I got to that tree.
Better
That's
stand up there,
alright, it's not
fielder.
far off 100 metres.
Because from there to the boundary here, the edge is 83.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
83, yeah.
So it's bigger than the MCG boundary.
83 from there to there, yeah. I measured it on 6 maps.
Yeah, straight boundary is decent compared to a lot of other grounds.
I don't know if it's 80, but maybe it is.
International grounds.
I think it would be on that cover area. Oh, there's a miss. So he's firing up now.
The straight boundary is more than the SCG
That
boundary.
is a huge 6.
Jack Abraham. Wow, what a start
Is that the
from.
biggest 6 we've seen here?
No, Brad McGrath hit these trees.
Brad McGrath, of course he did. Yeah, of course he did.
Or he hit the top of the tree or something.
Fuck off. Yeah, probably. We hit those trees there a lot, but like,
Yeah.
That's only 54 metres.
I don't disbelieve that Brad would have hit the trees. If anyone did.
Oh, the poor bloke, man, he conceded 6 off every ball as well. All right, we got a new bowler.
What, 5 6s?
Yeah,
Jeez.
Matthew Byron or
Was he just bowling into
Britton.
the guy's arm?
Britton. So they're bringing the offside field up. Monty on strike. Right arm off spinner into the wicket. Great footwork. That's punched into the gap. Fielder's picked it up. That's just a single.
I mean, poor Ladbrokes, I feel bad for them. If they've been following the Paddies like for the last 5 games, they suddenly run into our batsmen in form, and then like our depth has increased with like Gus turning up, like enormously, guys.
Oh, that's a 4 because it's edged, and that will spin and roll, and roll and roll and roll, and that's
Like it's 4.
that's
Four
another
runs, four
boundary
runs.
for
Save your legs,
Rowan.
save your legs.
So 40 off 14. Pretty unbelievable at Bedlam in the wet. 40 off 15.
Monty's on like 4.
Yes, 4 off
Yeah,
4.
hardly plays balls. That's exactly Monty's role, to be honest.
Ah, thrilled. He'd be
Keep one end.
thrilled.
Abzi will come in next and that he carries on.
Spinner. Smashed over the top of cover. That's another 4. What an innings from Rowan Aurora.
So they,
Go on, Rohan.
so what they've done is they've done the grass and now offside is running. For
I think
last
Rohan's also hitting
8
it pretty
weeks,
well.
this wouldn't have been a 4.
And he's pretty hit him pretty hard as well.
Yeah, I mean that 6 would have been 6 even if the grass was not mowed.
No, that's, I don't think 6 matters. I'm saying the 4.
44 off 16. Unbelievable. Will he go for the 6 straight away?
Even now the cover is back.
Oh,
They
of
finally
course
pushed
he
the field back.
is. Not
They
all-
found out
all
10
the
balls
weakness.
too late, I reckon.
They found out his weakness.
Only they tuned into the
They're
commentary.
too
early
late. Too late. Now he's a 6 away.
Where's he going to go? Straight, full ball,
There you
smashed, right to the fielder, you'd think, and it's bounced.
I
Gets
think
a
he
single.
almost
Well
missed a
done,
six
Rowan.
here. This was going another 2-tier up.
Right arm round the wicket, off spin. Monty presses forward, and that's great work from Rowan because he's pushed the field back, allowing them to get a single on the offside as well. And that'll be the over. Still conceded 11 off it, Matthew.
Monty moves to 5.
So 50 off 4 overs. Rowan 45 off 17. With one drop chance that wasn't really close to being caught, but still a chance.
Which one was that?
The Sky one, the bowler dropped.
Oh, yeah. That was a tough one. That's LMS magic.
Monty with the point of his bat up, looking for a full ball to drive. Short, smashed. Oh, unfortunately, it's bounced to the fielder. I thought he hit that a lot harder.
Yeah.
Didn't get hold of it. Monty quite likes it. He likes a short ball, Monty.
Everyone does at Bedlam, hey? It's the best boundary to hit.
Yeah.
Down leg side slow balls are the best.
That is very short, yeah, the leg side. I don't know why they have to put the phones inside. They should go all full circle.
Probably
Where
through
the bags are, that's where
captured.
the phone should be.
That 6 has been captured.
What's Rowan going to do here? Short, smashed. Has he got it?
Nah,
Has he got it? Great fielding, but he's got it too, so
outfielding.
I saw on 48 or 49, right?
47, I think.
It's never been that good.
Good chances. Hit a 6 here.
Yeah. He's
But
at
he's
what,
bowling
48?
short.
Who's going to take over commentary?
He's 48?
Just do your thing, just don't even worry about it, just talk. Short again, and oh no, has it gone to the fielder?
Six.
What a shot at 6! What a 50 from
That's
Rowan
fine,
Aurora.
I can go there if you want to carry on.
No. Just do your thing, man. If you don't say anything, that's all good.
Well, that's the problem. We will keep chatting
The problem
about
will be
everything else.
chatting about everything else.
Can we put that on
Can you
mute?
believe that guy, Gus?
Gus has left.
Let's speak about him.
The last few weeks we've had 3.
Exactly. Well, for 3 games, Raghav saved us by scoring 50. So yeah, at one game I scored like 25.
Oh, Abs is out. I think Abs is out. Given he was fucking out. He like, no, run out.
Oh,
He was,
really?
Like, at the non-striker that he wasn't looking.
Did he get the stumps?
Yeah, he hit the stumps. He was out.
But he's been scoring well. Yeah, he's been 50. Yeah, he's been at 5 games. That's a solid.
Batted well, but you're not running. Can I have your gloves?
I don't have to. Yeah. Where's your bag?
No, Abs gloves. Abs gloves.
Oh, Abdul loves it. Yeah.
His fits right to me.
His gloves are really nice. What a great inning.
work, mate. Stop batting. Stop batting. What an inning. That's six. Jeez. Oh, what a hit. You'll see it. You'll see it on the. They've been recording it. Can't wait. Yeah. That six was unbelievable. Sometimes it's funny to see someone throw away. On the days. On your days, it's fine. Yeah. That's what I like. Work out what it is that causes them to have one day. Yeah. So good with it. 100%.
Yeah, Ron, that's exactly. You wait for it. You get because your conversion rate on phone goes. But then you are in a mental meeting, everything, and then you go on the other ones, which, yeah. If you just play that music,
Not like getting 14.
wait for those 6 now, because your 50 is very running. If it's not 15 or 18 or 15, it might be 25. It doesn't matter, that's still a huge one.
That batting looks unbelievable.
Like he's already out of the field, and we are just what, 6 overs in? Yeah.
Well, one
So
people's on 5.
yeah, so the rest of the
And his
team now.
strikeout was 100. It wasn't even going to
Yeah, so and the rest of the team has now 15 overs to score this.
Yeah. I could see. I'm not that old.
We were talking about you. We were like, why do they have a field inside? The best chance to get Rowan is on the field, on the boundary. We were telling them the secret on the YouTube chat. Now, someone watching that game would know where to put field.
I mean, hit into the third pitch.
Well, those 60s, that doesn't matter. I was like,
Fourth field.
that was right at the top.
Oh, that actually top?
Yeah, that was right at the top. finished in a bubble. I said just finish outside off, and rest of it was your thing. So that's what I meant by those two ways. He wouldn't play. He's not like ready to play. Correct. I've given Sandy to play. Let Sandy play. Sandy is athletic. Sandy is athletic. Sandy, when the ball is a bit more and gets his line right, he could play. Yeah, not play. He hasn't played. Correct. So we have had Mike. There was a time where we had three players to play for a game, and Monty and I were like, okay, let's do it. You were away, and Adishiva couldn't play. There was a weekend, and I was like, this is the worst of like the whole season. But we finally got. That's where we got Rohan's mind. That's what I was going to talk about after this game. Well, one winter, and then secondly, if anyone's interested in Aussie time.
You guys want to play it?
Nah, I don't want to play. I think more parts. You're fine with more parts? I'm fine. Yeah. Where would you play?
Sundays is winter, I'm going to team that is to play out west. I can sometimes go close to Europe, just depending on the time.
And our body just goes to the line. I know it's not a high, super intensive, but it's still your chest. You feel that your lower back is down, or you need to work out. That's what it is. That's the other. You want to add them down, and I can guarantee you, if you don't not do that often anymore, that's the other. I think if you get at least 6 to 7 regulars signing up, then yeah, you can always find.
Good shot through the covers there from Gus Sloan. Gets off the mark. Field spread out for him, knowing his potential as a big hitting LMS player. Bowler's coming in. Monty works that for third man. Ladbrokes have brought the game back here a little bit after the fall of the last couple of wickets. Gus hits one in the air. He finds the gap and all the way for 4. Great shot. Waited on the back foot. Picked the field. Got the power behind it. Got his innings up and started.
That run out, by the way.
That was out. Got LB as well. I moved right across.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know what I was watching. I just completely lost the ball.
Straight down the ground from Gus. Oh. Just pulled it back inside the boundary.
That was sort of the lazy feet early on. That was
Abs, that's a record. Abs. Twice. To be out twice on the same ball is quite hard. To be out twice in the same delivery is quite hard.
He said yes.
Yeah, no, I heard. That's 4. Good shot, Monty there over covers. The strength that shot of his. Inside out over cover. Plays it really well. Off spinner coming in. There we go. Good change of pace. Monty adjusts nicely. Playing it into the leg side for a single. Hey Sam, good afternoon.
Saw the sixes, mate. There was a 6 over.
I heard it was like triple decker or something to that speed. That's ridiculous. But the good thing was, it didn't look like
It was just timing. Yeah, it was just timing. Nothing was a hack. Like, it was just perfect timing.
good timing to get it running back. Oh, it's our own team that comes in. But that was the one where he changed the game. And that's the one you just do it offside and then go. Yeah, choosing the ball is the most important if you want to improve your atmosphere. Because over games is so. be quite a long calculated job. Before it used to work like a startup, but it's become now big. But it's not as big as, or even as big as like Reddit. It's still very much in my opinion. So some of these guys we talk about that have a big impact. That sort of the culture and loyalty, philosophy change. But yeah, there are other places where things take time.
You've been a Macquarie for some time now.
Yeah, I've been there for 9 years. That's why I've seen some parts have changed. How the decision making used to be much more quicker, bigger whole thing. Yeah, it's now like 10 years different.
What does that do? What was it?
So Future Conference is so CGM, which is the market company, that has 5 divisions under that, and and I'm part of the options division. Supervising around there.
Is it a big options trading desk?
Yeah, like everything you see everywhere. So there is nothing like a special options trading desk. But you have to remember one thing: we are ABCD, we're not top. Means we don't let you put our capital in, but we are technical.
Right.
But the
So you're not
commodity,
doing like real-time market making, you're not like the option traders.
yeah, no, no, no. We don't vote on options trading. That's a totally different thing. And Macquarie won't get into that.
Yeah, I have a few friends who work there.
Yeah,
Era?
yeah, yeah. In fact, 18 months ago, I was talking to options company. Their fifth page was with the company.
That's without bonus.
That's right, yeah.
The bonus is usually like without market.
I think it's not true. I don't think it's 250 without bonus. I don't think it's
Actually,
No, bonus won't be that big.
maybe in the US.
I think it's 100 something without
Yeah.
bonus.
No,
I think it's like
250 I know because
150,
Brad
150, I
in
think.
my team, he left. He was a C++ programmer, and a year later, we were talking about it, and she thought she said I would like to stay at Macquarie, etc., but the pay if you can match, and I was like, okay, let's talk about it. I said let's talk about it, and she said let's talk about it.
Shot, Monty.
I was like,
Shot! Come on!
I told her, I was like, if I was you, I wouldn't want to talk to that again. Because there is no way I would match up. Macquarie best. Macquarie pay wisely for options guys, right? Better and above, and that's the main thing, right? You want longevity there. If you can consistently perform over years, obviously options will be there when you crash. But the commodities business has they don't do like just high frequency trading, but they do a lot of options market making too, mortgage trading, that sort of thing, foreign ancillary commodities.
The technology would be quite different, like not
Yeah.
just stacks, but also like thesis and strategy.
So, for example, October, before it sends an order
Shot!
out, it'll be watching, it'll be tuning the last bit of latency. So they, for example, have something called FPGA time, which sits on the network switch. So they don't really send their orders from an
Yeah, it's
computer.
somewhere in between.
It's on the switch. The software is sitting on the
Right
switch.
next to the server.
Yeah, because when the decision is made that you should release an order, the latency between that and the market movement should be like down to nanoseconds. So that's the sort of tuning
I
they
read
do.
a book on this. It's called Hardy or something like that. I can't remember. It was a high frequency tech trading book. I mean, I lived with an options trader for like 4 years.
I know that I met him.
Sure, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We've
But
had nights
remember
out
back
together.
then when you used to have in Darlinghurst?
Yeah, we used to have parties with us.
Yeah, exactly.
We had big nights together.
Yeah, yeah,
He's a nice guy.
yeah. He is. He started his
He's
own
now
firm.
head of trading at Akuna.
Yeah, okay. Akuna is the one he started. With
He
someone.
didn't start, but he's got like a fair bit of equity.
Okay. Yeah, he had TV profiles. Okay. But derivatives is all like you have to have a
Even
solid.
Optiva is Dutch, but they have a big Chicago
Yeah.
office. used to have optic shit.
Really? Oh, he obviously died.
You can't buy them at outside.
This one went. Last week he wouldn't have come. I know he's finally better, but still wouldn't have come. Like he could move 2 steps to stop it. It just wasn't the case last week. This should be the way to go. So that he doesn't give an edge on bowling one side. And then yeah. What deep thought are you in?
Just for batting.
Really?
Do some commentary, man.
See, you are in the commentary, by the way.
The commentary can pick up what you're thinking.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I hope not, man.
You know, this side of the
Although it's not
summer,
that Monty, you can
January,
do it yourself.
you're averaging the best. So I don't know what are you thinking.
No, no.
Others have to lift up, not you. I mean, you're fine. And you have been doing alternate games anyhow. So the next game is your ball's got to be
Okay, not to worry about it.
correct. Because there are enough batsmen to back it up. Most probably Monty will get released.
What's Monty on?
Yeah. Abzi, my dad, I'm going to take your gloves.
Yeah, mate, go for it.
Oh, one pair he took Shiva.
Yeah, it's in the middle pocket.
This one?
Yeah, this one in. Yeah.
Oh, you've got 3 pairs. I was talking to Monty. Do we want to play Aussie Champs in September?
Yeah, it's it.
I think we should.
Yeah.
Let's go with a different approach.
Yeah.
8 solid players who kind of back each other up. And I'll ask Addy if he can join. Then he could be the 5th. And Rohan is keen, but Rohan has a wedding to decide. He still hasn't got the date, but if he does, then he's the 4th. You, me, Monty, Rohan, and I'm hoping Addy. We'll sort out 3 players. Let's see.
Yeah,
I think we should.
100%.
Because Danny may not play for Western Swingers, and he generally plays every year. So I can ask Danny later on. If he's keen, then he's the 6th. And then I think we have got it.
100%. 100%. Really big.
Yeah, good thing.
This year, I just want to work on my fitness and
Yeah, exactly.
good. If you're playing for longer hours, if you sort that out, if you just fitness running, then you're solid.
That's why I say to make sure like this week I've done nothing because of
Yes. Oh, take a incremental approach. There would be hiccups like this. It's fine. You're batting very well. You're batting sensibly. That's the thing. The innings you have scored 50 is the one where you're batting sensibly. The innings where you haven't is the one where we've just gone full aggressive straight away. So just learn the approach from the other side and apply it to other ones, and you will far more consistent. As I said, your average is best with lesser number of games.
First time. No, that's Shiva batting and Raghav wants to go. Raghav.
I've seen you lose your head with it. I was at square end. And the head wasn't lifting.
Amit Mayur's retired, by the way.
What happened?
He's retired.
Monty got out.
Yeah, no, he retired. Oh, retired.
Really?
He was scoring faster than what you realize, maybe.
The most terrible innings from Sloane comes to an end. Got to run off those. Paddies making it harder for themselves. Good ball from Justin Cordy there. Bounced it over the top of the bat. It's quite bouncy today. Wet ball, so it's very heavy. Very hard to hit a six.
I heard you got
That's another dot from Justin Cordy. So 159 after 17, 3 overs to go. They'll be targeting about the 180 mark, you'd think. 20 runs or 15. They could go more, of course. Rowan Aurora in the sheds. Amit Kapoor to come. He's known as a great lower order hitter. So pick of the bowlers has got to be either Tom Brooks or Matthew Bryson, the spinners. Has bowled excellently, as has Ben Brooks. Seems like spin or slow pace is the way to go in this heavy, humid air. There's another chance, but it's going to fall in the gap. Just be a single. Short. Oh, that should have been put away, but it's been missed by the keeper anyway, so that'll be a 2, you would think. No, they're that lazy, they don't even want to walk 2. Shiva struggling a bit here, and another miss, so it's 3 off 8 balls. Still be targeting that 180 finish. Another off the toe, that'll be a single. Oh, there's overthrows, that's not good. So they want to sprint and overthrow, but not a walking 2 for the buys. There's a tossed up ball, swept, and that'll go into the gap, and that'll be 4. That's 4. What a shot, Shiva. So he's caught up. 9 off 10 now. So this is back to Jack Abraham, the opening bowler. Raghav's walked across and unfortunately gone right to field. That was a good shot. Gets him off the mark with a single. Jack Abraham, number 32. Definitely thinks, looks like spin's the way to go today. Down the ground, that'll be a single. Full ball, down leg, no, right over the stump. gone over the top of the keeper. That'll fall short. Oh, he's dropped it. That should be a 2, but they don't want to run. Should have been a walk 2. 176 balls to go. They probably want to get to 180. There's still another ball left in the over. Nah, Shiver's got that one. That's a 6. That's a big 6.
Shot, Jared!
Charan Koda gets him out of the negative strike rate and on to 16 off 12. Jack Abraham 4 for 40. 4 overs for 40. So Rowan Aurora 53 off 19 set the tone at the top of the order. Then Mayer 53 off 32. The rest didn't do a lot. They're still on 176. With 5 balls to go, and they've got the spinner on strike. You'd want Shiver probably to take most of the balls here, but definitely Raghav can hit some boundaries too. Rowan's given up, he's not padded up anymore, he doesn't think he's going to get on. Raghav, tossed up, misses. I'd just be pushing that to the offside and getting Shiver on strike.
It's like 3 balls to go, right?
4. Oh, that's a good ball, that's a top spinner. Another top spinner, round arm. No, that should have been out. Pitched outside leg, maybe. Anyway, that gets Charan on strike. He can still go 6-12 and make this a huge score. Ben Brooks, probably the pick of the bowlers apart from Tom Brooks. So they're doing a 4-2 leg side field. And I can assure you Shiver will still go leg side. He does, and he misses. So 177. Probably want the 12 ball here more than anything, get him to 190. But even a 4 would be good. Is he going to go straight or go cow? Short, misses. That's a great over from Ben Brooks. 1 wicket for 21 runs or 4 overs. Well done. Innings complete, 177.
Thank you, mate. Right. Still good score. Probably about 20 odd short. So who brings this kit? Is that provided by LMS?
No, Gus was.
Oh, wow. Is that your own little gadget there,
Yeah.
Gus? Or?
Bless you, mate.
What's your name?
Oh, okay. Right. So self-inflicted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's zero empathy. The dads and mums and no mums here, but like the parents in here. There's zero empathy in this group. I was up at about 4 with my son. Nice.
As in,
And then you're spending time with the son.
All right. Fine.
The same thing, different words.
Again, no empathy. Fuck you all.
well, we've all kind of been there. So,
Gee whiz.
Tom Brooks facing up here.
Yeah, good arm, Gus.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good.
Ooh. Shaky start here from Brooks. He sent Harry the live stream. Let's follow him. Send him to the shadow.
Oh, he's younger than me. He's a couple years older than you, and he's a couple years younger than me. He's born in '97.
You'd say Brooks is the strike man here. Bryson more the conservative type opener.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a complementary partnership, both left and right hand openers, but both with pretty remarkable LMS records.
Oh, no doubt.
Full toss.
And not put away.
Should be just below the waist. He'll get away with the legal delivery. And toe ended by Tom Brooks would have been an embarrassing way to get out.
Ladbrokes say still yet to get a run here.
Well, he takes a quick single.
Ooh,
And
that's touch and go there. I would have gone upstairs. Brooks off the mark there.
Yeah, I don't think the Ladbrokes 8 will be overly concerned by this. Two players that can make it up, but one run off the first 4 deliveries is obviously well below the rate.
It's not a confident start.
No.
Obviously, big out today with Ben Brooks injured ACL yesterday.
Yeah, he'll miss the rest of the season, and he could be in doubt for the AFL season as well for those who follow his career holistically.
Yeah, which we do, obviously.
Final delivery first over to Bryson. Pitches just outside off, beats the bat, and a very tidy start.
It's reaching there.
Indeed.
No movement with feet.
One off the first. TK, the viewers at home might have noticed the presence of MRF bats in the middle. There's been questions asked as to whether the Ladbrokes 8 are sponsored. Can you explain for us how that equipment came about?
Oh look, we found them. There were rumours, like disgusting rumours going around that we were donated them by one Adelaide Strikers,
2 game star.
West Torrens and former Newtown Bucks
That's right.
player.
That's right. Who,
Harry Leanne Doonan Menenti, but those rumours are utterly false and we deny them.
started the second, falls to Brooks.
Oh,
Drives,
that's out. That
and
is out.
edges behind. Shaky start becomes quite a bad start really for the Ladbrokes 8. They are 1 for 1 after 1.1 overs. And joining Matt Bryson in the middle, I believe, will be Nicholas Doherty, but wait for confirmation.
Justin, if you're the Ladbrokes captain right now, how are you feeling? Sorry, it's Luca the sub.
Luca
has
is the
come
sub,
in.
my apologies.
Yeah, has come in.
Squarely.
Yeah.
Probably no excuse for a commentator to miss who is the next batsman under that system.
Quite concerning.
Yeah.
Probably you would argue the best batsman in this team, in this format.
Yeah, I think a serious statistical case could be made for the best batsman in the competition.
Has he just been dismissed for naught or one?
I think he took one single to cover. First delivery here for Luca. And that's not a confident start either. Ladbrokes just feeling at the ball at the moment, no real intent in the stroke making, TK.
Yeah, and fairly tidy bowling, it should be said.
There's always an element of deception in LMS because this guy looks like he's not the most, athletic, but he's getting it through beautifully.
Yeah, absolutely. Good scorecard up, so I know he's playing.
Driven out to long off, Luca off the mark. He's 1 off 2. The Ladbrokes are, I believe, 1 for 1. 1 for 2, I should say.
Yeah, Shiva Kadur has 1 for 1 off 0.3. So it's a very good
It's been a
start
tidy
for him.
start.
the end there, throwing the hands around.
And a contrasting start as well. I think the opposition were maybe none for 30 up to the first 2 overs. So
Yeah. I think they need to find a bit of ground here. I think Bryson should be the man to do it before they can start unloading.
Yeah, I don't think the Ladbrokes will be too concerned just yet. Yeah, blocked away. TK, interesting to see, for those that don't know, in the last man stands competition, you have a power play, the first 4 and last 2 overs. Power play allows you to move the field. You can have a 2-4 or 4-2 field as opposed to 3-3. To get to this point after the ball break. Tight enough, pitches outside leg. Bryson will look for 2, but I think they'll have to settle for 1. Towards the end of the second over, Ladbrokes have 1 for 3. The point I was going to make, TK, is that neither team have really utilised the ability to have an extra player on one side of the field.
Yeah.
Any thinking as to whether that could be better used?
Well, there's the question of whether there's any real tactical thought that goes into the fielding side at all.
Yeah,
to be honest,
totally.
I feel like there's potentially not enough.
Totally.
I think some sides in the competition maybe think about that more. But to be completely honest with you, I actually think
Start with the third over. Bryson cuts strongly. He'll cut for 1. He'll move for 3.
this is Raghav Murali Ganesh's second over now. He's number 1, number 2 off 1. To be completely honest, I think that the importance of fielding tactically is, I think, potentially overlooked by every team a little bit. I think there could be more.
Seeing some fielding tactics here with cover coming up on the 1. Oh, and stroked away beautifully through mid-wicket. Luca has absolutely nailed 1.
60 the best there.
And I think it's fair to say that it's come to the shock of most of the viewers. We didn't know what this kid had. Albert mentioned that he was a quote-unquote good stick,
yeah.
but I think that's proven it.
Yeah, absolutely. In that sweeper zone there, I think we see probably, 90% of the 60s over mid-wicket.
Cow corner is on, so no doubt about it.
Yeah. Luca's absolutely in the spot there.
Pressure for reliever for Ladbrokes. Ladbrokes been relatively unchallenged over the last 4 or 5 weeks at LMS, but it's fair to say they're under the pump here.
Absolutely, and I think potentially that made them rest on the laurels a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe came today a little bit too run.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Not enough thought potentially, but hey, look, still a whole batting ahead.
So that 6 brings mid-wicket onto the fence. Cover still on the 1, point about 3/4 to the boundary. Full toss, slash through that cover region, will pick up at least 2. They'll settle 4-2. Ladbrokes is starting to move with a little bit more fluency. 1 boundary brings a bad delivery, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Bit of pressure back on Paddies here. And that changes things a little bit.
Again, and a good length. I think that's what we've been accustomed to seeing from Paddies in the first 3 overs. It's a kind of Yorker length or top of the stumps length. Bar a few deliveries, that's where it's been. Paddies probably back to where they've been. Tidy. It's a fair description.
I think there's something to be said in the last man stance format for not letting the ball come on too fast and just kind of looping it up there, because the batsman then has to use all their power to try and tweak it over the fence.
Crest away from Bryson for 1. I believe that will complete the third over. A productive one for Ladbrokes.
Yeah, getting into the groove a little bit here. The required run rate is 9.55, and the current run rate is 4.17, so very much behind the 8 ball. But let's see. Ladbrokes require 164 of 85 balls. Strange things happen.
Start of the 4th over, Bryson flicks away off the pads. Okay, as we see the start of the 4th over, I'd like to get your thoughts more generally, more broadly on the LMS format, maybe after this delivery, what you think of it, what you think there's a future for it. And Luca hits that nicely. I think he hits the gap well enough to match Bryson. quite a good judge between wickets, but I think he might have let one run out there, Bryson.
Yeah, I do think so, but I think he's got confidence in himself and trying to get himself on the right.
He does.
In answer to your question, Justin, I'm genuinely not the biggest fan of short form cricket, as a spectator. And, having played longer form cricket my whole time in school, that was definitely my preferred thing, coming in and having to play 20 overs of, 5-ball overs.
Yep.
And, not really able to get yourself into a groove was a bit of a shock.
Totally.
Theirs?
Totally.
Beautiful
Get away through the covers.
by Luca.
Oh, and he's moosed it. I mean, there's a little bit of talk.
Ben Brooks substitute.
There's a little bit of talk that the outfield Bedlam today is a little bit lush, not running as well as it would have liked to, but a reminder there that if you time the ball nicely, it'll run away.
Absolutely. That was a beautiful ride there. Just finishing off there, Judd, I'd say, look, if it weren't for LMS, I probably myself and all of our mates wouldn't be playing cricket.
Totally.
Because, and that's the reason it was started. It was so blokes could play in his modern day
Right
world.
back here, Luca wants to. He'll come back, he'll get it comfortably. Ladbrokes move to 123 off 4. I agree with you totally, TK. It's an accessible format. I think it's fair to say when we started, we thought we'd be maybe one of the better sides in the competition, but sides like Paddies, with all their experience, have shown us that, in fact, it is a quality comp. I think Paddies have shown the way in terms of how you play cricket at Bedlam, but also how you spirit you play it as well.
Yeah, they're Bedlam specialists. But the way they carry themselves is nothing short of outstanding. I was looking into the backstory the other day of LMS, and it was started by two South African fellas living in London.
Okay.
Living in London, who were a bit annoyed because they loved cricket, but none of their mates wanted to play anymore because it was too long on a Sunday afternoon.
Wide ball to start the fifth. TK, we're getting a little bit of feedback on the text line that we're a little bit muffled, so we might have to speak up a touch, maybe come in closer to the camera. If those on the text line could let us know whether this sounds a little bit better. Oh, Bryce.
How does this sound?
I mean, there might be issues with the sound, but there is no issue with the visuals. That has been moosed over mid-wicket. That's a classic Matt Bryson shot, and Ladbrokes are now starting to move with the rate a little bit now. TK, I'll let you finish the point on the South Africans who started the league.
Oh, they were the lovers of the game and highly disappointed that none of their friends wanted to play on Saturday anymore.
Yep.
Because it took up all of their Saturday. It's punched away by Bryson on the onside for a single. And so they came up with an idea, a format where they could play in 2 hours.
Wow.
And originally it was on weeknights, on Wednesday nights after work. And they actually did manage to get it done. And it spread for that exact reason. So there you go.
Oh, elevated drive there, straight down the ground from Luca. It'll pull up just before the fence, cut off there by the Paddies fielder at a sort of wide-ish long on. I think it's a shame, isn't it? Because cricket is a great sport to play, a great social sport, but you hear so many parents out there saying, well, I just can't afford to give up half my weekend. I just can't afford to send them out to this one, and it sort of turns people away from longer form cricket.
Absolutely.
What's that? Yeah, I think it's all right. Oh, sorry. Hit away by Luca. He's going to hold out to deep mid-wicket. It's been well taken. Ladbrokes are 2 down now. Paddy's well on top. Fantastic catch from Gus Sloan, an LMS legend, and really someone who we can thank for this audio-visual system as well.
Yep, absolutely. And he's very, very handsome.
He is a good-looking guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Good-looking guy.
It was. I was
Well-built.
a bit distracted. Just because
how handsome he was.
Well, because he was talking to me, and I was just thinking, what is a man like you doing in a place like this?
I think that's a little bit harsh on the LMS setup. I think this is a great place to be on a Saturday, frankly. I mean, the audio visuals are exceptional. This tripod here is
Thick.
It's thick, it's sturdy, it's black. It is. speaking of the man himself, he comes onto bowl.
Ooh,
He
that
pitches
was-
to Bryson. There's a little bit of
Bit of
take
nip.
there.
Bit of nip there.
Gus Sloan, I don't think it's a shock to anyone that he'd be sort of a natural bowler. TK talking earlier about his looks, but obviously that comes with a good build, a good athletic build. Number 22 he wears. Comes in again for the second ball. Takes Bryson's pad. Will take a single to fine leg.
We've got a text in on the text line from Jack Muhammad Abraham. G'day lads, Jack from Ryde texting in. Wanted to know your thoughts on the developing structure of franchise cricket versus the traditional red ball format.
Yeah, I think it's a nice segue, Jack. Thanks for your text. I think it's a nice segue from our earlier conversation about parents sort of looking for a more accessible forms of cricket. I think it's the natural development when people's attention spans shorten. But I will say as well that although there is a growing place of franchise cricket commercially, I think over the last couple of years we've actually seen some outstanding test matches.
Mate, I
and
mean,
a little bit of a renaissance.
Paul, I mean, Test cricket is alive and well, mate.
Yeah.
Nothing proves that more than the fact that the MCG Test this year had how many 100,000 people go over
incredible.
the 5 days?
Incredible.
Insane.
Incredible.
It's insane. You know, come on ladies, one pound fish. Type stuff.
And the finish to boot as well. I think what you want to see with Test match cricket is all 5 days being used and used productively. You don't sort of want these ragging pitches that produce results within 2.5 days, you know, within 9 or 10 sessions. But you also don't want to see draws. And, you know, if we can get results preferably on the 4th or 5th day, that's a good sign for Test cricket.
Ooh,
Slashing
slow
is
bowls.
Bryson.
Full outside the off stump. Bryson reaching. Still no movement with the feet there.
Anything else on the text line?
We got
TK?
Max Smith has messaged in saying I'm listening in from Tumbarumba in the Snowy Mountains region. So that's,
Yes.
g'day Max, how you going, mate?
Max travelling for work. I know all about it. Good on you, Max. And Bryson slashes out covers. Max, obviously one of the great characters of the Ladbrokes 8. He's someone I think who everyone enjoys to poke a little bit of fun with, but you know, he couldn't be a closer mate.
And you know, goes without saying, although he's not here today, he'll definitely be having that on his own.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
Sloan looking to finish what I believe is the 5th over. It's been a long one with a couple of extras, but I tell you what, he's getting the ball through nicely.
He really is. He's got nip. He's got a nice little action. Oh, that one was full
Pitches
toss
a
outside
full
the off
toss,
stump.
but the field is well set.
He gives the he gives all the signals, the signs of a man who potentially used to play a higher form of cricket.
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of this Paddies team do have the technique and the wrists and the sort of natural ability of people who might have played a bit of grade. I wouldn't be shocked if TK finds us an answer on that, actually.
Yes.
He's quite a good researcher. I'll take the reins of commentary while you do some dig deeping. Just before the start of the 6 over, I'd like to give a shout out actually to the Menenti brothers, who I know are watching at home, both Harry and Louis Menenti. Obviously younger brothers of Ben. Ben Menenti, 12th man in a one-day cup domestic win yesterday. I thought he was unlucky to miss the final 11, but played an important role in what is a winning campaign under Ryan Harris's sort of rejuvenant South Australian team. They used to call them the Deadbacks. I think it's more, much more competitive now. Doherty tries to slash away. He'll get an extra outside off.
I'm not finding any grade history on Gus Sloan, but I am finding an enormous LMS history, which includes, might I add, a representative Australian jersey. He played for Australia.
Wow.
Against CT, he hit a home run against the UAE. The home run obviously being 12 runs off the.
Speaking of home runs, Doherty gets a nice, gentle full toss on his hip, and I think his LMS record says that he was unlikely to let the bowler get away with that. So speak us through the home run rule, TK.
Yeah, if you hit a 6, if you clear the boundary on a full on the final ball of the innings, it is deemed a home run, which is 12 runs.
Yep.
Rather than the usual 6. So
it's a match-changing delivery.
And I believe the Ladbrokes 8 have never actually hit one, which is quite rare because I think most teams get them occasionally.
Yeah, you'd think on the balance of probabilities we'd hit a 6 on the last delivery at one stage. Maybe we make too much of the opportunity. Maybe we swing too hard or something like that. It's certainly never something that I've had the opportunity to do. I've always sort of run myself out by the end of the last over. Wide outside off there, Doherty plays a dot. And again, here is AK-47 to Doherty. Pitches outside off. Doherty tries to drive down the ground. He'll pick the gap between the two straight fielders. He'll pick up a very, very comfortable 2. He might actually look for 3. These two are quick.
Yeah.
And they'll get it. They'll get it quite easily.
Yes, they
well
will.
run by Doherty.
Geez, you're right, Justin. It's a slow outfield, isn't it?
It is a slow outfield.
It's very fluffy down there.
Yeah.
Harry Menente's just texted in. Is there a reason the commentators aren't padded up at least? Or are the Ladbrokes looking to back-end the innings to ice the chase?
Look, I think it's a great question. TK, you and I, when it comes to our LMS batting records, stats don't tell the story, would you say?
No, they don't. They don't. You have to be there. I'm very, very often unfairly dismissed. There must be some sort of curse on my name.
Yep.
We won't name the team or the person, but there was an act of disgusting, unsportsmanlike behaviour last week. But you know, we're here to commentate this game.
We're about to see the end of the seventh over here. Bowls pitches outside off, and Doherty gets on one knee and hammers it to mid-wicket for one. We're about to be joined by the Ladbrokes 8 ring in. Luca, he's had a great game. Luca, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no worries, mate. How was it out there, mate? Bit of a tough start.
It was a slow start. Disappointing to get out to another full toss. Decent, right?
Yeah.
Real weakness.
Yeah.
But we'll look at that at the training. We'll look at that.
We will.
Look at the
with the
film.
sheds.
Look at the film and just go through that. Look at cages.
Yeah, absolutely.
And mate, your performance in the field, you happy with how you bowled? You were probably one of the more economical bowlers.
Yeah, I thought about well. I thought taking the pace off it was the key to that.
Yeah, totally.
Especially at end of the over, end of the innings. Those blokes had no ideas.
Well, last over bowled for one run. I think
If you're not giving them pace, they can't. It's harder for them to wicket.
Sloan again, speaking of pace. Bryson gets in behind it. It's,
Competition organiser, apparently. So,
really? I didn't know that about Gus.
hence the film.
Yeah, right, okay.
There you go.
Many talents.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've made a great contribution to the Last Man Stands competition. Paddies and Gus Sloan. He's in again, bowls to Bryson. Bryson whips off the pad. A little bit of respect, I think, between two cricketers who are maybe a touch above the standard at this level.
You can see Price's very on this thing.
Yeah.
Hits the six and goes on again.
Yeah. Temperament that I don't have.
Might need that. Might need to find it out.
Doherty, I think, in contrast, a lackadaisical character, but his LMS record speaks for itself. Faces up to Sloan here. Looks to cut, far too close to cut, I think.
I was like using the paces.
He does.
It's not the worst option.
And mate, what's on for the rest of the day?
Good work, mate.
Yeah.
Get down to Puma at 13 points, 7% off.
Oh, wow.
On Ladbrokes,
Yeah.
Ladbrokes, they get
Use the code Ladbrokes8 to
Use
get it
the
for
code.
free. Sloan to Doherty. Pitch is short. Doherty takes
Come on, shots.
one to point. I think the game in a little bit of a holding pattern here. Ladbrokes recognising that Sloan might be the most dangerous of the bowlers, and Paddy's sort of recognising that if they can put a few singles on, they'll get the required one rate moving upwards.
Absolutely. A couple of these boys got to go on with it. That's vital. Anyway.
See you later, mate. Good to see you. Thank you for your contribution, and I'll see you at Puma later on. See you, Luke.
So Ladbrokes now need 127 off 61. That's a required run rate of 10.41.
Oh, shot away by Doherty. It's going to pull up, I believe, but pace between wickets should bring them three. It's going to just
Matthew Bryson, actually.
land before the cone, and you're right in saying that, TK. My mistake. 3 runs to Bryson. So TK, you say a run rate of just over 10. I think what the viewers should remember at home, though, is that is a 5-ball over. So that's
Two
a ball, really. That's,
And we're currently, the Ladbrokes are currently sitting at 6.54, so that needs to be lifted by about 3.5 runs.
Yep.
Which is doable with these two at the crease.
Yep.
And with Albert Brooks yet to come in.
It's interesting, though, when you talk about a 6-ball over, you say, well, 10 and over, it's really one boundary and, a 2 and then 4 singles. But when you go down to the 5-ball over, it sounds like a minor difference, but it kind of becomes 2 boundaries and over to get 10 and over and 5. Some pretty basic maths there, but I think something that does make a difference. Change in bowling for Paddies. They'll introduce some slow bowling. I think it was at this stage of the innings that Ladbrokes managed to peg it back a little bit here.
Yeah, this is Mayur Kulkarni.
We might bring up Mr. Kulkarni's stats if you can, TK. It's a favourable matchup. He'll turn the ball away to the 2 left-handers and he'll start right arm around the wicket wearing number 10. Yeah, stroked away. Nice high release point from
Well
Kulkarni.
bowled by Mayur. Yeah.
And an easy 2 for Nick Doherty out there. In fact, it's Bryson again. I'm sorry to confuse them, but
They do look quite similar.
using the same bat, very similar stature.
Like
both.
McSweeney and Marnus at the crease.
They do,
Yeah.
they do. Sweeney, obviously a little bit less of the antics, but in terms of stature and bat brand and even stroke play sometimes, they look quite compact, quite similar. Doherty goes for the slog sweep. In fact, Bryson goes for the slog sweep. Gets out to square leg. For those who couldn't hear it, let out a little shriek after that. He was hoping to get more of that.
A grunt of dismay.
So tidy start here from Kulkarni. He's conceded 3 runs of his first 2.
Ooh, pulled
Out of the action.
Potential man cat.
I'm not sure what for. Maybe the umpire told him to stop.
Shot.
Third ball is eventually delivered. It's a straight to cover. Doherty takes another single. Ladbrokes, I think, fairly comfortable at the moment, but they'll face the 4th ball be over here. Bryson hits to cover, hits uppishly, and gets away with it. I think a little bit of heart-in-mouth stuff there from the Ladbrokes opener.
Max Smith has texted in again. Can we get a description of the conditions at the ground for those listening in, and also how did we rate the Ladbrokes bowling / fielding innings? Well, firstly I'll say
last ball of the over just pitched there, goes through the keeper for a dot. TK, continue.
It's quite a hot day. It's obviously still 10:30, so there's a little bit of coolness in the air. But no, the sun is quite hot out there, and it's dry. In the Ladbrokes bowling innings, there was a lot of dew on the field though, and that has since dried up a bit. But not unpleasant, not scorching, not too humid. And how would you rate the fielding bowling innings?
Look, I think Ladbrokes maybe you'd fair to say were a little bit slow to learn the lessons of the first innings. I think anything short was being dispatched to the boundary, and perhaps they persisted with that length for too long, myself included. I would say that the performance in the field was fine. I don't remember any particular howlers.
No mishaps in the field.
Yeah, no incredible moments either. I think Bryson saved a boundary as he looks to hit one there, but only gets 1 run down to long on. I think you alluded to the dew, TK. It's an interesting point just about tactics surrounding the toss. So there's a few people sort of say, well, you kind of bowl when the dew's around because the outfield's a little bit more sluggish, but I think some evidence of Ladbrokes not being able to grip the ball earlier today, and
and if the batsmen are clearing the boundary, then the dew doesn't matter. Does it?
Absolutely. 1 there for Doherty. In fact, he'll pick up an easy 2. Doherty might actually have a look for 3. He'll have a look and he'll come back.
And they'll make it easily.
Yeah, that's probably poor fielding, you'd say, but
definitely
it's being acknowledged there by Paddies. Yeah, and I think some evidence as well of some slippery landing spots through the crease. I don't know if you felt that, TK, but I couldn't quite get my run up today. I think I say that most weeks, to be fair.
Well, you know, it is hard.
Third ball, the over, it's short, and it's pumped away from Bryson, and he'll hold out. He'll hold out to the deep square leg boundary. Some conjecture here as to whether that was taken inside the rope. TK, your initial thoughts?
He definitely looked like he walked over the road. But, you know, hey, look.
We don't have the best angle, unfortunately. I think you have to go off the keepers, in fact the fielders take. TK, one of us will have to pad up.
Yes.
Should I?
Well, even perhaps both of us. We get swapping.
We'll get commentary.
Yes. Switched over.
So to the viewers, and I know there's at least 3 of you, we do apologise. Usually you leave when other commentators are ready to take your spot, but this
may have
might
a bit
be
of radio silence for a bit.
10 to 15 period of silence while we go and pad up. Wish us luck. We've got a resurrection job on our hands, but it'll be certainly more than we've ever done before.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we'll sign off and we'll go, and you'll see us out in the middle, no doubt.
Yeah. Cheers.
Oh yeah, I did. I got yeah. Like I played only 5 games, so I was way behind. I got 10 wickets out of 5 games.
Have anyone noticed this is like a well, does it look like a strip?
And they're probably going to get Rakesh.
No, I don't like Gus. He didn't even say hello to me. He never. I waved. He's like. Yeah, maybe because I was next to him. If I was solo, he probably. I'll do that. What do you do after?
They don't talk to cameras.
Hey, pretty loud.
Double team.
did start something, and that's when I posted it because someone started.
Be bowling. Okay. Be bowling.
Chase the boys. Boys, every boy, yeah? Work. All goes in. Please don't work.
Richie, come on. We're bowling.
I'll get back.
Gus, how you going? Mate, when are you playing for us? Not James, not James. Sorry about James. The Gus.
What are you playing for what?
Oh well, I'll just
Did you play with the same batch? The one that you showed me?
No, I didn't. How are you, man? Good to see you, buddy. You gonna get 1,000 today?